everybody? It's ET. Today we will be working with Mudbox. So I'm pretty new to Mudbox, so I don't really know much about it. I played with it a little bit, and I get an idea of what it does. Yeah, basically it makes normal maps and textures directly on a model. But I guess there's still a lot left to be learned on my end. So that's what I'll be doing, and I'll be using my tablet today, so I'll be looking down mostly, I think, today instead of up towards y'all. So yeah, don't mind me. Okay, so what I'm going to do right quick before I even start playing with the models we made last time is I'm going to just open up a basic head just to see if I got all the controls set and everything. So here we go. I open up Mudbox, and this is what I get. I'm going to open up basic head, and there we go. I got basic head. So if I use my finger, I should be able to rotate around it. And if I pinch in, I can zoom in. If I pinch out, I zoom out. So that looks pretty fast and accurate. Okay. So here we go. Let's go here. So there's a way to view this as a wire map or something like that. Maybe if I right click and say wireframe. Okay, so here's the wireframe of it. So it has nice topology, but it's kind of low poly. I mean, still a higher poly than anything I got, but it's low poly in the sculpting world. So what we'll do is we'll add a new sculpting layer up here, and oops, sorry, we have to click sculpt first. So we click sculpt first. Here's our base head, and if I hit new, we get a new sculpting layer. So the sculpting layer is good. We have a whole bunch of tools. If I go to sculpt tools at the bottom, but it's really low poly. So the sculpting tool doesn't have a very good high resolution look. So to give it that high resolution look, we break this mesh up into a little more polys. So to do that, what I'll do is I'll make it wireframe, and then I'll just keep adding subdivision layer level. So here's a subdivision level, so I'm going to click that. So that's subdivision level 1, subdivision level 2. So now you can see there's a lot more polys in there, but the dark lines still represent the old polys that were there. Now we're going to kind of just mold and play with it. Oh, and by the way, you can see I'm using a new camera. I'm using my DSLR camera to do the video, but that's why it says Sparko Cam here at the top, just because I'm just trying it as a trial to see if it looks any good on the streams, and I think so. Like, it's very smooth, I feel, so hopefully it's very nice. Okay. Oh, and before I even continue on, let me go ahead and post this all up on Facebook and everything, just to let others know that I'm streaming and stuff. So Facebook, what am I doing? Oh, and Twitch TV. Twitch TV, my channel. I think I set the title already. Yeah, cool. So let's do that. Stream. Start it. The episode. And finally the link. Close that out. Post this. Nice. Okay, but besides that, I just realized I did something else for today, but I forgot to do it here. So I'm gonna add something right quick on myself, on my head. So let's add a new hat, and I'll put that on me. And add new decoration. I don't know where. Here's fine. Alright. This is my birthday today, so I put a little birthday hat. I turned 2 to the 5th today, or 32. So I'm getting old. That's alright. Still feel young. Alright, so back to this. Got the sculpting tool, and so what I'm going to do is we can play around with the sculpting tool. So I think if I put my cursor down there, you should see my sculpting area. I'm not pressing anything yet. I have my pen here. So if I start pressing, you'll see, maybe, if it loads. Oh, this is a paint layer. I don't want paint. Go to sculpt, new layer. Oh, maybe I gotta choose one of these. I like the foamy brush. The foamy brush has a pretty cool look to it. So the foamy brush, there we go. So that's me painting right on the character, and foamy kind of makes a foam on the character's face. I have undo right on my pen. You can also grab some polygons and kind of drag them around like that. Undo, 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 undo. I can sculpt. Sculpt has kind of like it just brings the polygon straight up, I think. And then I have the smooth. Smooth kind of smooths everything out. Oh, so if I did like a foamy, I said hi, right on his face maybe. And then I tried to smooth that out, it'll kind of smooth it out right into his face. So that's how the smooth works. And you can tell that everything I do is happening on the other side of the face because I have the symmetry brush turned on in the X direction. So yeah, that's what I got so far. So, whoa, my camera did something. I don't know what it was, but I think it's okay. Okay, so that's how we use the tool. The other part, so you can do sculpting to make normal maps, or we could do actual painting of the textures on here. So I'm going to do paint tools, paint brush. I'll get a white brush for now, so white. And I'll just paint in his eyeballs here. Paint layer, sure. And then there we go, this is the paint. This is the paint tool. I can paint right onto my 3D models. I'm not a very good drawing person, so I can't really do very good jobs here, but you know, I think I can just kind of fake it till I make it. Here's an eyeball. Let's make like a pupil, and then like some white dots or something. I don't know how this works. I'm just guessing. Yeah, there we go. I made some. Oh, the symmetry doesn't do it very good justice here, so I probably shouldn't do undo, undo, undo. Probably should take off symmetry here and do it for each eyeball, like one here, one long line here, and then just kind of do it here. Oops. Someone's chatting with me or something? I don't know what's happening. Yeah, it just keeps dinging. I was trying to install Mudbox. Maybe I can just close that out. Is that what's happening? No. I don't know what's happening. And I don't know what... Oh my gosh, who's doing that? Stop it. Give me a sec here. Oh. I'm getting chatted on Facebook. That's what's happening. So I gotta close Facebook. Good deal, good deal. Alright, so here we go. And let me pop out the chat right quick, in case anyone says anything. Ah, the chat's right there. I don't need to pop it out. Okay. Back to it. So, this is kind of what I'm planning to do. Not anything super special here. But I wonder if I could do fill. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff I can do. Whew. Okay, now to actually do something real instead of just play around. So how long did it take me to play around? About 10 minutes? Okay. No biggie. No biggie whatsoever. Let's I am gonna pop out this chat. Sorry. I don't want to see the video in the background while I goof off. Alright, cool. Chat's popped out. What do I need to do? Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab just a Unity view just so you can see what I'm seeing here. I am going to get the Bobby character. So I guess this is the last one I dealt with. I think I can just say open folder or something, right? No, you won't let me open the folder? Open file location. Bam. Get this latest one, Bobby 5 Max. I'm just going to paste that onto the desktop of my computer here on my tablet. So if there's a minimize, is this the minimize? Okay, minimize, paste it here. And then if we go to Mudbox and open it, will he let me? So if I say new scene, don't save, let's say open, and I said desktop, no, can I import? Import, oh lord, I'm trying, kind of froze on me. Import desktop. You won't do Max, huh? And I didn't want alien head Max. I just wanted star.max. Oh lord, I can't even type star.max. So if I try to import that, would you? Oh, I think it is. Weird. I wonder why it's not like a default option. So I know there's like reference planes on here and everything too, so I'll probably have to delete some of that. So it's doing a lot of importing, I can see at the bottom. So let's see what happens here. Just over and over again. And while that's happening, what I might also do is just export it as FBX, so that maybe that will help. And also go to my recording devices to see if I can up my mic levels. Okay. Maybe that's better? Hopefully. I don't really care right now, so sure, I'll join. Yeah, I don't know what Mudbox is doing down here. I'm just going to cancel it and then just reopen. Well, I'll delete that. Okay, you don't see what I'm doing. Bobby character 5. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab the visor, the shorts, the shoes, the shirt, the hair, and the body, and I'm going to export that. Export selected, and I don't mind putting it there this time as Bobby character 00 base. And the base will be, I won't use Unity stuff this time. This time I'll use Autodesk Mudbox preset. Awesome. Sure. I don't know what that is. A turned edge, but I probably need to fix it. So okay, now I have that. So if I go back to export, select it, I can open containing folder or something. Or if I go back one and go to export, open a new window. Okay, awesome. So let's look at what I just opened here. This is Bobby character base. Let's go back to my tablet here, paste it on the desktop. Awesome. And I'm going to just double click it or double tap it. And we'll see what happens. Oh gosh, it's loading in some software that I probably don't want it to load in. No, Visual Studio, why? Alright. Hey, it looks good though. Closing it out. Let's can I open up Mudbox again? Okay, yeah, what's new? It's highlighted. What is this? I don't want to see this again. Thanks. I don't mind seeing this right again. I'm going to close this. let's go ahead and import again. Import from desktop Bobby character FBX. This has an incomplete UV set. Yeah, I actually didn't do anything. The mesh has an incomplete set of UVs. You must fix the problem before you can subdivide or paint the mesh properly. Use create UVs in mesh menu. Okay. I want to keep the mesh. I don't really need to keep the UVs. Oh, keep all the meshes for sure. Alright, so here we go. This is the start. I'm going to start going on the tablet instead of on the computer. So I'm going to pinch, drag. Nice. There's our bronze sculpture that we need to start doing things to. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using my mouse again. Let's go to the select move tools. Let's grab some objects. I'm going to grab this object and I'm going to hide it. Can we hide stuff? We can isolate it. So maybe I want to do the other thing. Maybe I'll grab the body and isolate that. So let's grab the body. Oops. Just want the body. Let's isolate this. Alright, cool. So now we have an isolated body. Gosh, we could do so much stuff here, but I don't know what I want to do. Let's just do the eyes, because that's where we started, right? And while I'm here, why don't I grab an image just to see how Bobby had the eyes. So we did scene, assets, images. Just want to see how his eyes looked here. And I'm going to put this to the side. I know you won't see it anymore, but I'll be able to see it. Alright, so he has kind of a square looking eyes around his nose and some freckles. So, alright, let's start deciding exactly what we want to do. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know at all. I think I just gotta dive into it. So for me to dive into it, let's just go to Sculpture Tools. Let's make a new sculpt layer. Let's call it paint 1. Oh gosh, I don't even know what just happened there. Should I undo this? Undo. I don't want to do whatever I just did. Sculpting Tools, new layer. Okay, awesome. Mesh. Oh, before I even do that, before I even do any of that, let's do what it told me to do. Mesh. Something about UVs. Oh, UV maps. Create UVs. Just let's replace existing UVs. Number of UV tiles to create, just 1. Okay, so it created the UVs. On the UVs, I think if you say view, there's nothing here. But basically, that's every single polygon on the. I'm not sure if it's just the body or if it's just the entire thing. It's got to be just the body, so that's okay. So anyway, let's go back to 3D view. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new layer. I'm gonna add some subdivision layers. 1. Let's do 2 subdivision layers. And here we go. I'm gonna right click just so we can have maybe I do it in mid space, and let's get the wireframe. There we go. We got a nice wireframe going. And I think we just kind of sculpt and see what happens. The reason I'm doing this is because I kind of want to smooth out the top of his nose here. Oof, and it's way too big. So let's make that smaller. Smooth that out a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. Let's keep smoothing the top. I don't know if I'm actually doing anything. I don't like that bridge. I want to kind of flatten it. Maybe I'll do flatten. Am I flattening it? Oh yeah, I think I am. Although I should have done more subdivisions, I think. So I'm going to undo. Let's keep adding subdivisions. 3, 4. Okay. Now I can start doing what I want to do. smooth this out a little bit. Oh, but I don't want to see the wireframe anymore. You can't sculpt on this layer. Oh, okay, so let's delete that. Let's make a new layer. Okay, I'm sculpting on that layer, but you know what? I really don't want to see that wireframe. I just kind of want to go for it now. Alright, so I don't know if I'm doing anything good, but I just want to kind of smooth this out a little bit. Maybe I do want this brush to be a little bigger, and I'll kind of smooth out this whole like forehead area. Maybe I'll even flatten it for now. Is that flattening how I think it should flatten? Yeah. Let's flatten this whole area. Okay, I'm flattening that. I'm going to kind of make a brow. I'm going to hopefully smooth it all out. Let's smoothen all this out. Smooth, 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 smooth. Just to give it a little definition, but not much. Oof, yeah, I don't like all this top part. We'll just keep going, keep smoothing it out. It's kinda, yeah, I don't know if I like the top, but it's okay. We'll just keep going until something happens. I feel like I should pinch the nose a little bit. I think I can do that with this pinch tool. I just don't know how it works really. It's like pinch and then smooth. Smooth it out, smooth it out. Alright. Kind of pinched his nose there. Yeah, that looks okay. Alright, now for the lips, I'm going to just smoothen that out until it kind of comes to a good, yeah. Because I don't know what was going on with the lips earlier. And I might even add a little foamy to it. Just so he actually has lips, right? So lips usually like, oops, how do I undo this button, right? How do I do strength? Is that shift? Because that's brush. Are you strength? Oh yeah, here we go, strength. So it kind of comes up here and then has a little, yeah, something like, I don't know, I'm doing this awfully. And he has a kind of a deep lip here. Looks ugly, but I'm gonna smooth it all out. So kind of give it a little more strength here. Yeah. And once I smooth it all out, hopefully it all looks better. Smooth it all out, smooth it all out, smooth it all out. Might need to make it stronger. Or do the whole lips a little weaker. I might do the whole lips a little weaker. Because that's some mighty heavy lips. I can see in the back of his throat he has a hole that I probably need to patch up too. Alright. So yeah, I made his lips way too big. So I probably should undo all that. Undo, 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 undo. I'll even undo. Probably even make a whole new layer to mess with his lips. Let's just make a new layer. And it's called layer 2 will be lips, but I know I'm not saying that right there, but I'm just gonna have to believe myself. Alright, let's bring this strength down a lot more, like 1 point something. There we go, and we can kind of just slowly but surely make some lips here. And it can be a little stronger. There we go, that's kind of the speed I'm looking for. Yeah, just very lightly, but enough, you know. Oops, we undo that. There we go. Alright, Like that's all the lips I really want to give. Plus smooth it out, of course. But that just some kind of definition, but not a lot. There we go. Really, I don't know what is this whole this part of his lip is crazy. I'm gonna just try to smooth it out till it makes sense. And this bottom part too. I have no idea. Anyway, it's kind of flat. That's okay. I'll kind of get it here on the edge here. Yeah, like I don't know. Should I try to drag that up a little bit? Like if I do the grab tool, kind of make it big and kind of flatten it all that out. Kind of grab everything here. Something like that. And then smooth it all out, like always. I don't know. I'm trying. That's his lips. And I could probably grab this lip a little bit and bring it out. Oh, I actually need to probably grab this and move it in some, just so he has some. Yeah. Let me undo those last two grabs though. Let's make this grab kind of big. Yeah, I think that's better. He needs that definition. Whoa, is that his nose? Okay, that's okay. And then I'll give him some lip. Give him some lip. He just needs that definition. Alright, let me fix this whole area that I just screwed up. I think it's because I was smoothing too much around that area. It's definitely good to smooth around that whole area, just he needs that nose to stick out a little. Alright, let's go, what are we gonna do? More foamy? Definitely a lot smaller, probably the right strength. Yeah. Okay, something like that. Alright, smooth that all out. Smooth, 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 smooth. Alright. Lips are, gosh, it looks kind of crookedy. I don't know what else I can do though. I'm not inept in all this. I could grab it, I guess, but like that, this part doesn't look too bad. Some kind of like super seam in there though that I can't really. There's definitely a seam in there that I shouldn't be in there. This whole thing needs to be. Something's wrong with this lip here. Alright. Maybe this is not the software to play with that. Okay, anyway. Onwards. Really, the only reason I'm even using the software is to paint the. No, let's undo whatever I just did there. Is to paint the eyeballs, right? But I'm kind of just doing all sorts of random crap in here. So if I sculpt, if I do the control, oh geez, yeah, that's kind of too strong, but we get the idea, right? Get it kind of weak, control that, kind of get up in there. Oops, Except I didn't get in the right spot. I think I need to get up in here. Oh, I don't need to hold control and do all that. Yeah, it's too much shadows and stuff. I can't really do it. I'm gonna undo what I'm doing here. Undo, undo. Okay, good enough. Let's just get the eyes and get going. Sorry, Bobby has the eyes. Alright, kinda here. Right here, here, up to the nose. Okay, let's try it. This is what I'm really bad at. So don't mind me. I'm gonna kind of get a paint tool. Let's pretend we're just drawing on here with the pencil, yeah. So something like this. It's kind of slow though, I don't understand. Alright. He more has like a diamond pattern there, something like this. What else? And I guess this is kind of more round. But yeah, and I have way too much, so it really, let me get a good front view here. So that's a better front view. Okay, so this is a front view. I have way too much space here, so really it should be like here, here. I'm too close to the nose, I think, so it should be more about here. Something like that, maybe. I think that's where I need to be. But even then, I have way too much space. Let's try like here. Is that where I want to be? I think that's where I want to be. And how close to the lips? Alright, so he's definitely gonna have his freckles. Maybe that'll be a good reference. The freckles will be like here. Oops. Here. 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 About. Maybe if I kind of get it more centered, it'll look better. Is there like an isometric view? Orthographic? Oh yeah. That looks funnier, but I think that'll give me a better idea. So okay, his ears. Oh, I see. So right here where his ears kind of come in, that's the start of this whole thing. Okay, and where's the top? The top is where his ear meets. So this is going to be the top right here. Okay. This is pretty good here, and this will be pretty good here. So that's truly the eye. And then, alright, I'm going to make another layer right quick. This one's going to be more of a paintbrush kind of thing. I'm going to fill this whole thing with white. Can I just page down some so it's not so, it's just so slow, and I was hoping I could make it a little faster. I'm just going to have to draw really slow. I don't want to draw this slow. Like, I feel like I could draw faster. Okay. Kind of, sort of. Has some problems in here, but we'll start it off with that. Okay, new layer. I'm going to delete this one. We can make this layer to be freckles, I guess. kind of just make it dark kind of brown freckles. Kind of here. I guess I gotta kind of draw it like a circle. Something like this. Alright, so he has some freckles. Let's get a black. Alright, so the black will really be another layer. And just to kind of stay true, something like, yeesh, didn't come out as long as I wanted it to. Maybe? Alright, well, whatever. We'll make a new one. Paint layer 4. I kind of want it to be in between two layers. I don't know if I can do that. Yeah. And I imagine with some kind of like aqua, a pale aqua color. Man, I wish painting was faster. It's so slow on this thing. I don't know if it's me, if it's that 2048 resolution image. Who knows? Because really it's painting on the whole body, like it's using the UV map on the whole body, so it's got to do tons of calculations. But I was hoping you wouldn't have to do all of that. So, alright. This is a start. It has eyeballs. I'm calling it it now. Guess you should also have we should give it eyebrows. I think my brush is just a little too thick. As far as the skin color, I like it. I'm gonna be silly. I'm gonna try to make an ear, even if it's not gonna be that good. Oops. It's got to be like some kind of C in here, right? Oops. Let's strengthen it a little bit. There's some kind of C up in here. Just anything to give it something, right? Even if it's complete BS. Yeah, I want that to like really stick out, and I know it's gonna be ridiculously silly looking, but it's gonna be better than what we got so far. Alright, smooth that out. I should be happy. It is no ear. I don't even know what that is, but whatever. This is just me playing around, me learning. Alright, well, at least things can be done, right? That's what we're learning. Alright, so this is a problem. If he closes his mouth, I think his chin and everything is going to be way too, like he has a much more, here he has a very round head, but in the picture itself, oh yeah, I can show you the picture. The picture, he has a very like square looking head. So I wonder if I just need to pull out his chin a little bit and then kind of flatten everything to see if that helps any. So give it one last shot here. I'm gonna grab a huge chunk of his face, if I can. Oh, I gotta click up on here. So big old chunk of his face, kind of make it, well, let me undo that. If I can get both my points to meet in one point, that would be beneficial. Not good enough though. It needs to be huge then. No, too big, too huge. But it's gotta be pretty huge. It's kind of fun, but I really want to kind of I'm trying. This part is where it gets a little weird, and I kind of really am messing with the character big time here, and I really don't want to screw too much up. Well, this dude the guy on the screen doesn't have a neck really. Dude, the picture definitely has a big old neck. So maybe I made the neck too small. Okay. Shape is getting there. His mouth is way too crazy now though. I probably screwed up his mouth indefinitely. Now my cursor's all messed up. It's jacked up. Let's see if I can kind of reset it with my mouse. No? Alright, let's start doing some saving and stuff so I don't lose everything I did. Alright, I think it saved. Let's close it out. Should have a mud file on here. Oops. Mudbox crashed. But we have the mud file, so hopefully that will work. Okay. Is everything kind of working? If I go to my sculpt layers, do I have to select Mudbox is kind of crashing up again. I don't know what to do. It's calculating normals. Might just close it for now. Okay. Well, very much trying to close it now. At least everything kinda works. Not really. Yeah, the stream's all dead. I'm just gonna reboot this computer. Okay, that's going. So I'll wait for that to come back up. That's hard, man. I see that this guy's head's just way too round, and I think it's because of this area right here. So if I go to the front, orthogonal, yeah, his mouth is just not exactly like it needs to be. So let's now that I've wasted about 40 minutes of my life, I'm gonna open up the base character again, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the texture on his eyeballs, and we'll call it a day from there. And we'll bring it back to 3D Studio Max, and we'll see how that looks, and we'll call it a day from there. So okay, here's Mudbox. I mean, I definitely see it. He's right there, but I don't like his mouth or anything. He scares me. That guy scares me. All right, let's close this. I'm gonna import the base again. Import the base character. We're gonna keep the mesh, and we'll let it do whatever it needs to do. I don't know what it's doing at this point, but I won't argue. I'll let it go. I wish I could use my tablet on like the screen, like on my main computer. That'd be awesome. Have a good GPU and all of that. Definitely loading. Definitely have the load. Oh, it was waiting on me. Crazy. Alright, so here we go. This is our everything. We go UV, create UVs. Oh, you gotta select the model first. Dodo. Select the object. I'm just gonna select everything. Can I do that? Alright, selected everything. Create UVs. Replace all the missing UVs, just one tile. Alright, let's view the UVs. So that's the body. What if we checked out something else, like the shirt? I feel like that's missing some UVs. Replace all of them. So here's the UVs for the shirt. Yeah, there you go. Nice quads. Nice. Okay, okay. I know I'm just goofing off now. Let's just select the body. So you have UVs. Awesome. 3D view. If I go to the front, give me an orthographic view. I know if I like hit this, no, I want to hit that, isolate, there we go. Let's just get to the paint tools. Let's make a new paint layer. New paint layer, okay. Here we go, nice good old fashioned paint tool. Oops. Give me a front view, a nice front orthogonal view. Perfect. And then I'll kind of just drag you. Bam. Alright, so that's what I want. Good old orthogonal view. Oh, is my stream stop? Or did my, oh, maybe my camera stopped. Why did my cam stop? Oops, cancel. I don't know what I'm doing. What's that software called? Sparko Cam? Yep, it's all sorts of stopped. Oh, maybe the battery died on this thing? No? If I hit refresh mode, or I wonder if I could just take a picture. Nope. Whatever it's doing, didn't like doing it anymore. I bet if I switch to modes it might do something. What if I turn it off and turn it back on? How do I turn it off? Yeah, this thing. Oh, it went away. So sad. Dun, 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 dun. I think it came back on. Yeah. Oh, what's it saying? Battery? Oh, it's saying battery's low. So, yeah. Good to know that this has a limited battery. I thought it would be charging from the thing. Alright, well, you'll have this without me on the corner for the rest of the time. So left. Oh, I definitely want the left monitor. But we don't want the text or the image. No, it's like a hat or something, right? Hat. Yeah, those two things. Alright, cool. Back to what we're doing. And I'll be quick because I want to go. So here, we have a pencil tool. Man, it's just the lag on it so much. Maybe I can make this something else, like a 256 TIFF or something. That really sucks. What about a 512 PNG? That also sucks. How about a 1020? How about, okay, I like your 2048 PNG or Photoshop. Photoshop. Means what I might have to do, but yeesh, it's so slow. I wonder if I could like flip it. Would it be better? Not that it would be better, but would can I use my pen on through TeamViewer? Like if I did switch sides with partner. Just curious. Like, alright, here's my pen. So that kind of worked. At least on my end. I don't see it on the actual computer screen. Oh wait, I see. I wanna do stuff here. Ah, what am I missing here? There we go. So this is me. Alright, so it's very slow. But like if I opened up OneNote, right? If I did OneNote 2013, and then like I made a new page. Oh, make this version the default. Okay, whatever. You do it. I don't want to do it. Okay, so this doesn't see it as an inking device. So this won't really work. So if I hit draw, ink, and I kind of inked it, it's all, whether I'm pressing really hard or light, it doesn't really do it. I mean, it definitely has the pen-like capability, but it just has no pressure sensitivity, which I mean might be okay. So good to know that if you had TeamViewer, you could kind of use this. But even the touch stuff works fine through TeamViewer, just not the stylus stuff. Huh, so I wonder if like Mudbox, well, it doesn't really matter right now. So I'm going to switch, how do we do it? Action, switch sides again. Alright, I'm going to do that, close this out, make that up, make this forward, back to what I'm doing here. So let me just make sure I'm still around. So Twitch TV / ETdoFresh. Yeah, I think it's going. Yeah, I think this is going still. Nice. So I'm going to make a new paint layer 2. And then we're going to fill. Gosh, it'd be nice just to do a clone brush. Ah, huge eyes. Okay, I think my stream's going. I just kind of went disconnected for some reason. Alright, undo. I thought I undid. Undo. Undo. Why is that control? I don't want that to be control. There we go. Oh yeah, I definitely want this to be active so I can use my keyboard. And here we go. This is just me learning Mudbox. Yippee yay. Okay. We're just going to zoom into one eye. We're going to have our pencil or paintbrush. I'm going to undo that, undo that. Let's get our black. Let's get our pencil. And I'm going to definitely make it smaller. Something like that. Maybe a little more. Alright, we get the paintbrush, get the pale blue color, And okay, too much. A little bit smaller. I lost a preview of the brush for some reason, but that's okay. We'll just kind of make do, right? I wonder if I should have the outline. Does the outline add to it? I guess so. So I can take the pencil tool again, and I'll probably delete this one. And add a new one. Paint layer 1 can be at the bottom. Actually, paint layer 1 can be at the top. I don't care. It's kind of like me inking. Kind of. Alright, good enough. Let's give him some eyebrows. And I might just leave it like that. Alright, leave it like that. So if I up it, if I insert, how do I, oh, Shift D adds levels. Nice. Low poly. It's 7,000 polys. It's 1,000 polys. That's 940 polys. So doubling the polys really makes them look a lot nicer. Yeah, whatever I do, I got a nice texture map right there, so that's good. If I really wanted to add some bump map, I could, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'm just getting too tired, and it's already been, I don't know, it's been 5 minutes since I restarted, but who knows how long it's been since I did it. Alright, so I'm not worried about that right now. Geez, now we're to add eyes, but really I had to learn the software, so not just adding eyes, I learned how to do the software better. Let's go ahead and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the lowest level. How do I go to the lowest level? Actually, what I want to do is how do I get out of isolation mode? That's what I want to do. Nope. Let's go back to select object, select you. There's got to be a way to get out of isolate. Oh, I just saw it. Display isolate. Nice. So that's him with the hat and everything. Yeah, he looks cooler with the hat and everything. There's some weirdness. He has a lot of eyes on his shoes for some reason and his pants, so I probably need to redo all his UVs right quick before I actually throw him out into the real world. So let's do that. Select this pants right here if you don't mind. Let's go ahead and create UVs. Let's replace UVs. Alright. And let's create so here's the thing, everything has eyes. Even the visor, even the hair, everything's gonna have these eyes for some reason. So if we select this, go to the UV viewer, or go to the image, or how do I view the UV or the texture map? Like it's here somewhere. Like I should be able to see the yeah, I don't know. Not what I want to do. You make sense to have the UVs. So if I select it, oops, am I painting? I don't want to paint on this. Pose tool, select tools. If I selected you, and I did UV view. I know there's a way to see the UV map. It's not showing here. This is where you would see it. I know it. I know for sure this is where you would see it. Whew. Trying to figure it out. So this is the breakup. I see I have some engons too I need to really fix, but not worried about that right now. It's not what we're here for. Let's go. See the UVs. We can flatten the UV space. Oh Lord, did I screw it all up? Let's calculate. Oh, I see. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I don't have to do whatever I'm doing. If I click the different layers, I get to see what we're talking about. Like I can see right here, I don't know if you can see where I'm tapping. That is paint layer. That's one of the paint layers. What if I flattened everything? How do you flatten everything? What if I merge visible? Oh Lord. Oh, but you see now the eyes are there. Nice. So there we go. That's where the eyes exist all throughout. Okay, cool. And then I can export that out as a texture. Julia J with the robot. Dude, I spent like an hour, maybe even longer, trying to figure out how to draw eyeballs on a character. It took me way too long. But anyway, now that I totally screwed it up. Oh, I even broke the character. Man. Let's undo a whole bunch of crap that we just did. Maybe we can save our character again. There we go. Phew. But we have eyeballs everywhere. I was going to merge all the visible layers. So, okay, at least we only got one layer. And so if we look at the UV map for body, there we go. But if we look at the UV map for like something else, like his shorts, it's also using these eyeballs, which is a problem. we're gonna need to like move these over somehow. So like UV maps, recreate level UVs. I just gotta make sure I'm not screwing up my model like I did last time, because that definitely screws up my model. Create UVs. Let's just replace the UVs. Numbers of UV files to correct 2. Okay. Not quite what I want. Let's just create it with one UV tile. Oh, there's no missing UVs. Create one UV tile, so it's all within one tile. But I wonder if I can offset it now that we have it. Like, I don't know. UV shells. Can I select all you guys? I don't know. This is where I just don't know anything. So I almost just want to like delete the UV maps. What happens to say unflatten from UV space? Anyway, okay, well, whatever. I can just undo the materials for the shirts and everything there, and I'll have to figure it out later. Okay. And I'll learn more about Mudbox later. So, okay, we didn't make any normal maps. We kind of visited just how to do everything earlier. But we drew in the eyeballs, and that's all we really did. So let's see what we can do to export this whole thing. So I'm going to select, let's say select objects. Can I just say Control A? Awesome. Control A. We're going to go File, Export Selection. FBX sounds fine. So if I go to Desktop, Bobby Character, we can take out the base now because we did something else here. So delete all that and save. Does that give me a texture or anything? I'm looking. Man, I'll give that a shot. So I'm gonna grab these two things. Well, actually, I'll just grab this. Or actually, yeah, I'll grab it here. Control C. Open up my. Let's get my imports now. Bam, import. And then let's also go to Scene Assets, Images, and then we'll throw in the texture it made. And that's in here somewhere. Bobby Character, there we go. Let's give it a shot. Where am I? Yeah, here we go. And now we're going to go to 3D Studio Max. I'm going to go ahead and just say import Bobby Character. And yeah, that sounds fine. I don't know. I don't feel like looking through all the settings. Okay, I'm not too worried about you. Oh, is that the only thing it exported though? I don't know, let's click on it and let's figure it out. Because all it really did was move my hat way up into the sky. Let's make a new scene. Don't save. New all. In fact, why don't we just... No, new all like this is fine. And let's import like this. Here we go. So, yeah, I made an editable poly. And if I go to materials, and basically there should be an option to like import all materials or something. Layout all vertical? Sure. I know there's a way. Here's like the scene materials. And I could just drag them both on here. I don't know. What do you recommend? Which one's better? I don't know. This one is this one. Can we just lay out everything here? Okay. Make it bigger and let's lay it out again. Alright, here are our materials. Default material, default material. They look the same. This one has a default material. It's that flatten diffuse, but I guess I could have put it in that same file, but I put it in scene assets and images. But next time I know. And I guess oh, I don't have that horizon thing, so we'll just leave that off. Yep. Oh, and this one's using that horizon thing. Alright, so we're definitely not using you two. Well, shoot, we are, sort of. So I can't do the reflection thing, but this is what we can do. Oh, nice, so the eyes came on. What I might do for the rest of them is, let me get all the materials here. I might just hit the shoes with this non-textured one. I'll hit the legs with this non-textured one. Ah, bah! Come on. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna just... Alright, this, and this need this guy. Assign material to selection. Alright, cool. So the only thing that got updated was the texture for this dude. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Let's see if we can get this texture into Unity, and then I'll call it a day. Or these textures. Let me just name the textures too, since we're kind of here and doing stuff. What are we doing here? We're naming some textures. So this one's gonna be body material. Should I put it Bobby character? Bobby character 00 body material. And this is going to be Bobby character 00 default material or something like that. Just that way we know what's going on. Cool. Characters, yeah, characters. Alright, so we got this character. I'm gonna go ahead and put it like at the home view and just hit Z, just so we got some kind of, yeah, something like that's fine. Okay, so we got this character. What are we gonna do with this character? We're gonna save it. Bobby character, let's do 06. And now we're gonna group it. Bobby character 00. And let's see if we know what we're gonna do here. We're definitely gonna move the pivot points, I think. Pivot point, I want it to be at 0, 0, 0, and then if I have a nice orthogonal view of the left, I want it to be where his legs are. Oh, I just want to move in the X though, so like right about there. And then finally I want to rotate this 90 degrees. Okay, bad practice to do that always, but I'm doing it because I like it. Alright, so home, Z, cool. take that and export it to Unity. Export select it to, now we're going to go to test stream. Oh, I guess I got to hit up twice. Up twice, assets, models, Bobby character, FBX. This time the FBX is going to be the Unity no animations. And I think we are done. So let's go. Unity. Phew, man, that was just rough. Today was a rough day. But we are getting it done. Alright, texture's not there, but the default Mudbox material's on there, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and get that texture in there too. So that's, I'm gonna just put that in the images folder for now. There's gotta be a better way, but I don't know right now. So I think I dragged it in there. Let's see, images, default material flattened. Okay, and where do I do this at? I go to models. Oh, you put it all here, huh? That's fine. For now, I'll just leave it in 2 different places until I can figure out what in the world I need to do. I wonder what happens if I just put the image right here in materials. Will it pick up automatically? This one I don't think got renamed. So let's delete that. Yep, that one didn't get renamed for some crazy reason. So let's go back to 3D Studio Max. Materials. Bobby character 00. Yep. You should have though, right? Alright, so let me just try exporting it one more time. Yep, both of those materials should exist, and let's open this group, go to body, assign select it, just to make sure no hanky panky's going on. Now close the group, export select it. Yep, this is the place it needs to go. Please, no animation. Let's check it out. Oh, nice. Although it's just naming it something different, but that's okay. It's naming it the name of the texture, not the name of the material, but that's okay. So if you have a texture, it'll name it the name of the texture. But sweet, we got our so-so textured object into Unity. So not too shabby. If I go play, I should be able to move my guy into this guy. Nice. And then I can get stuck for sure. Great. This guy's too heavy to push around with boxes, but without boxes, he's not that bad. Bam! On the ground. Alright, so that took a lot of time for not a lot of results, just because I was learning more than anything. But the cool thing is we got this cool looking like model. We got a texture to model. And what we'll do is next time we'll rig the character, delete all the faces that aren't being used, so like, you know, his legs and his chest and his stomach aren't being actually used, so we can delete those faces. And so we do that first, and then we rig the model, and then we can replace our default human guy, this guy that moves around, with the character. and we will have a full-fledged character. So yeah, cool. And then hopefully I can learn how to streamline this process where I can draw something on the paper, or get someone to draw something on paper, and we can figure out how to get all those steps going so that it becomes an animatable character on Unity. So if I can figure out how to make that a really short process instead of this like 5 to 8 hour process, I'm all for it. Otherwise, I gotta figure something else out. Okay, with that being said, I think I'm gonna go. It's been like an hour and 20 something minutes, so yeah, it's been long enough just to create some eyes on the character. But I say it like that, but what we really did here is we got a textured object into Unity. Like, we made our own texture and we're able to put it into Unity, and the texture was from Mudbox, which was like very cool. So really you're just painting on a model and putting it in a game, which is, I think, really cool. Alright, is there anything else I need? No, I think I'll cut it off here. Follow me at ETdoFresh on Twitter, or you can follow me here on Twitch, and I'll be exporting this onto YouTube, but it's going to be a little different because it kind of stopped in the middle of it, so it's going to be 2 different streams, and I'll see if I can kind of combine them into one. Alright, y'all, have a good Monday, and I will come back maybe tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday, depending on my school schedule. I'll post it up on Twitch a little bit. Bye, y'all.